I suppose it's time to fast forward until something happens. Such as that. Generator range upgrade researched. Yes. And our coal is getting up there, but we'll see about that. I'm about to increase the range. Increase the... Oh, it automatically turned on. So now it's at 12 per hour. It automatically turned on, which is slightly scary. Heaters use 20 per day. Generator uses 228 per day, but I'm gaining that much per day, so we're good for now. Good to know. Time to pick the new thing. Can I finally go back to trying to deal with the infirmary? We can build infirmaries. I'm doing it. I'm just gonna do it. I've wanted it for so long. But all these temperature problems keep happening, and I hope it worked? The range is something I'm not great at seeing visibly. Let's see, patients, 2 out of 10. Are those still untreated patients? I try not to rotate the camera because it's just going to make it harder for me to keep track of where everything was built. Whereas right now I can kind of remember some stuff. So we have 10 patients there. We have 20 inhabitants here at the care house. But we only have 2 out of 10 patients here. I can only assume that the guys just haven't had a chance to arrive yet. Anyway, let's look into building tents again. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be AoE based. It's just a thing that people can visit to feel better. If that's the case, then I'm going here and here. I need to build more houses, and I'm going to add them into the attack area as much as I can. Attack area? What? The fighting area. You can kind of see why I said the word attack a little bit, but it didn't really make sense. Those will fit there. You're a little more awkward to make work, but there we go. So there's houses for all the new people, but it's getting further out there and it's gonna get colder. I should be a little worried about that. God, the city is a clusterfuck to look at. Like, it's just noise. It's just bars and crap to look at. It's really hard to pick out which buildings are the ones that I think of at any given moment. Like, their identity is lost under snow and iron. And you. The House of Pleasure. Hope Falls. I don't know if I want to go for brothels necessarily. Prostitutes can be employed in each pub to further lower discontent. Moonshine. We can give people a little liquor now and then to soothe their aching bodies and souls. After every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes less discontent. Oh shit, I'm super getting that one. What? That's just a good thing. It's just good. That's not common. So now people get some alcohol with their meals and they're gonna feel better, which means soup, the negatives of soup are being reduced. Cold at home is being reduced by the fact that I pumped up some other stuff. A lot of people live by the fighting area now. Public house exists. It's not bad. I don't know why it still says that the medical facilities are overcrowded though. Because like this one here is that's not a medical facility, that's a person. This one's still at 2 out of 10. A glass away keeps the worries away. A glass a day keeps the worries away. Storage near capacity. Oh, the coal. Okay. So coal is gonna max out. Oh, food rations are also gonna max out, so I need to store more. Which I can do via a resource depot. 40 wood, 20 steel. God damn. This does not come cheap. I'm gonna plop it away from the living areas a little bit. I could just put it way the hell out here, right? Right next to all the resources? That seems to make sense. Do people even man these, or is it just a place you plop the crap? One of our people died. Why? Lack of treatment. I made another hospital. I don't understand why they're so untreated. Shit. Well, I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it. Well, that's less sick people, I guess. Jesus. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. Yeah. Try to heat three within a few days. I keep trying to help with the problem. I'll make the promise to do 3 within 2 days. Maybe I can do it this time, now that we're making progress towards research. And I basically need to increase heat level, right? Or maybe... I can't do the local steam generator thing because I don't have any steam cores, even if I wanted to do that. Which I have to research first anyway, I think. Let's see, will you guys finish building this at least? One of our people died again? Holy shit. Is there a record of people dying in this thing? I don't know. All I know is I'm literally researching the better infirmary right now, so those people are like... they could not be dying more at the last second, honestly. That's too bad. 13 unemployed people. How did you guys manage to get unemployed? Oh, because the storage... No, because they're still counted as employed, they just aren't doing anything right now. This place is out of food, but it still has workers. That's 15 out of 15. That's 15 out of 15. Oh, are people getting fixed? Are people that were in the sick houses getting fixed and they don't know where to go now? That might be happening. I'm not super certain what's going on there. Well, I can send them to get more coal, except that's at capacity. But it's the only thing that can be gathered, right? I guess that's the problem. Nah. Send them to work on coal, because this is gonna be done very soon. Come on. Bing. All better now, right? So you're gonna be coal. So that's plus 900 coal storage. Suddenly we have all that space for all of our coal. We're gonna want food rations too, though, I think. So next project is to make another one of them, I think. It's gonna require me to get 20 steel. Now we reach a problem because I'm out of steel wreckages to scavenge. Really hope I'm not in actual trouble here. Ooh. 50% more resources without having to build more of them. Cool. +1 heat level on gathering posts would also be nice. Steelworks. So this just creates steel from iron deposits from underground. So just like the other one, it's just you just create steel, which I kind of need, so I guess I'll do that next after I deal with this current issue. Honestly, things are kind of looking up at the moment. We were in a much worse place for a while there, so I'm not super bummed right now. So that's just chilly. Is anyone working in the cold? That's my baseline goal right now. I think the only, let's see, the cemetery is cold. The hothouse is heated by a heater. No one works at the beacon. Everyone's houses are just chilly, so they have a low risk of getting ill. The depot is medium. The depot is cold, but no one works there, I don't think. They just store stuff there. So it's mostly people that have to go on long trips for work that are actually getting sick, I think. I think it's time to fast forward again. Until I hear a sound effect that says panic. Discontent goes down. Is that because everyone's going to the public house? And the people being treated, it briefly went down, now it's back up. These guys have reached the sturdy shelter. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Oh, GG. Steam cores. So, wood, food rations, and steam cores. Sturdy shelter. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped to with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions. London, 2,000 miles. Home, 27 miles. So we've now learned about a steel bridge. I don't think we're going 2,000 miles back to London. That's where we came from. If we take the resources, we get 200 lumber, 100 food. Those are rations too. That's not even raw material. And we get 1 steam core. Fantastic. So now it's a choice of do I head back or not. How far away? 13 hours to Steel Bridge. It's remarkably snow-free. It might lead to these other survivors. But if I head back... I can get back with the steam core and tons of resources. Damn it. That's some good stuff. But the trip back would take so long. It's tempting. I don't know what an outpost depot is yet, necessarily. I just don't need the lumber and food that badly. I don't think the need's quite there yet. Let's continue forward. Let's see if they can find people while they're out there. And then so begins their long trek back at that point. Let's see here. It's about to become 5 a.m. right now. Still waiting for Tech Tree, which isn't going to make progress until people wake up. For a bit now, we're just going to have to fast forward. For once, I'm not scrambling to build things. I kind of want to let some resources stockpile and just use them when I'm ready. I need research to progress so that so we can build an infirmary, and then I need to build the steel mill thing, which I need to research. Which I really hope I can freaking. Okay, it's just wood for the research. I was worried that it would require something more than wood. I'm like, I only have wood, dude. Don't screw me here. We're running out of space for food, which is all the more reason for me to build a food thing. Infirmary researched. I'm a little worried the infirmary is going to require steel that I'm out of. Yep. No. After all this, the goddamn infirmary requires steam cores. I know. I told you guys to go that way, but I'm gonna have to have you come home. Because I need that steam core. Now that I know that. That's super important that I get that damn steam core at long last so I can do what I was trying to do all this time. Alright, steelworks research needs to happen because Until I have the steel, I'm also screwed, but I can't use it anyway to build the infirmary until these guys get back, so right now I think our city's just gonna exist for a day. Until something happens. What are those sounds? Steelworks research, there we go. I clicked on a workshop on accident. $25 wood, and then we can start making steel. Can I just plop it down over here? Not quite. Let's put it on the side of town that I'm using for more industrial purposes at the moment. Not over there, right? Wait, does the steel mill have to be on that specific iron spot? Oh yeah, they all say invalid placement location. So that's where the steel mill goes, is just these two spots. Alright, well that narrows down my decision process, I guess. Let's get you some roads. Let's just go back to the core with that. Alright, so now we're gonna have steel coming in. So now I just need that steam core to arrive in 7 hours. And I can build my infirmary at long fucking last. In the meantime, as the steel starts pouring in, I can use that to make a depot for more rations. Because I do not want to hit cap. I don't want to waste time not producing. I want to produce as fast as I can. So if I hit cap, that means I just need to build more storage, because you never know when you're going to need that stuff in the future. And being behind on production is just... it's like making negative progress. Part of me is slightly confused whenever I build something as far as who is building that, because supposedly everyone's working. Supposedly everyone's working, and yet whenever I build something, it just kind of gets built, and I'm like, who's doing that? I thought everyone was working. Maybe it takes somebody off of every job for a bit, or maybe something else happens. Is this the 40% capacity efficiency one? Oh, that's what it is. They all go off to build. So the people who build are removed from another building. Okay. I was curious what was going on there. I'm like, where are they magically coming from that they can do this? Because supposedly all my workers are accounted for. I don't think the children are doing it. Oh my god. That really highlights how much I've lost. There's almost as many people in care as there are prohibited because they're children. Oh, here they come with that core. Boop. Alright, so you, none, you, all in. So we're going to have that place running. It's only chilly? Oh, the building installation is just good enough that it's just not that bad, even though it's all the way out there. Alright. In 13 minutes, that guy's gonna be here. You can disband the scouts or send them back into the Frostland. Alright, so that's a lot of everything. Unfortunately, it put us over top food rations. I'm a little worried that we might lose that as a result, or it might just be capping us out until I build the storage for more. I'm a little worried about that. I might have just lost that stuff. For now, I'm going to send you back out there to the steel bridge. You go do that. What's your problem? Storage limit is also reached on top of not having raw food to convert. We're fine at the moment. The steam steel works. This gets us 40 steel per day. This would give us 70 steel per day, but I need 15 to research it, and I also have to build this, I believe. I'm not in a hurry. Let's do some, let's research, yeah. Something that doesn't require me to build anything, perhaps. More heat level at those places. Where's bunkhouse? Cookhouse insulation. Let's do bunkhouse. I need to work towards this goal, which I'm losing at right now, because it's going... Yeah. That, I might be in trouble there. Well, I'm gonna have tons of wood, though, and we have a steel mill going on, so... I need to make 3 homes. I need to make 3 homes that are not currently of livable state, So the moment that research is done, I'm going to turn 3 of these into bunkhouses. And then... that should make it so that, they're not mad at me anymore? I mean, they're not very mad at me. My reputation is rather sterling at the moment, I would say. But I'm working on it. So bunkhouses, yeah, we're waiting for the next thing to go back, so... let's wait for the Book of Loss. Look at that discontent shrink. Look at it shrink down to nothing. Look at it go. Alright. Book of Laws. So moonshine is there, dueling law. A lot of this stuff makes people less happy with me. So I'm gonna go with ceremonial funerals. It just makes deaths less negative. That was a good thing to grab.
A new law has passed.
Each burial will have a ceremonial funeral at 21 o'clock. So 9 o'clock at night. That's automatic. Our dead ones deserve no less. Bless you. Each of our fallen must be honored. There we go. So I just got bonus points just like that. So for now I'm waiting for the iron to come pouring in from this place, and I'm waiting for the research to progress, which won't happen until morning, which makes my time limit even tighter. Let's see. So the infirmary is 1 steam core, 20 steel, 30 wood. It's gonna be interesting. Can I build it over the other one? I wonder. I don't know. We need 20 steel. We're just gonna fast forward until that steel hits 20, which you guys are working right now, right? Yeah. Efficiency 0%. Why? Just because no one's... yeah, no one's arrived at work yet. Okay. That happens. Now it's work time.
Get back to work.
Come on, steel. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of steam cores in this game. I think I'm going to be in a hurry to use them up every time they show up. 15. 16. 17. 18. Come on. And pause. Alright. Infirmary. Oh, it's real big. It's a real big thing. Well, that's convenient. There's already a road there that's closer to the internal core. We're out of steel, yeah, but we're also out of dying people, hopefully. I guess I'll unman the medical post and send them to the infirmary once it's built. That seems like the thing to do. We're almost done with the research. There we go. What does a bunkhouse cost to make? 20 wood, 10 steel, as opposed to 10 wood. I have all the wood in the world, but 10 steel each means it's going to take some time to be ready for that. We're up to 6 again, though. Let's try to find a tech tree thing that only requires wood. That might be hard. Oh god, a lot of these look like they require steel. Do all of them require steel? I would like to research something. Oh. An additional scout team can be deployed. A factory. Automatons and other highly advanced devices can be produced. That sounds awesome, but it requires steel, so let's not do that right now. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky here. Ooh, steam steelworks. Maybe I should just do that. We'll get more steel overall. It requires 15 steel and 40 and so on to make, but the research only is wood, so I can do the current part of it now without spending more. My other options are limited by comparison. What's the next tier going to be? 150. Which I mean 150, as in those are the two numbers. Yeah, given these options, let's do... I think I'm going to do Steam Steelworks. That won't cost me any steel, but I'll be making research progress. That's my strategy. Come on, progress. Oh, people aren't working right now. Who's not working? Alright. Shit. I need engineers back. Wait, this one's not... No, that's already coal. Right. Remove all engineers. Add all engineers. Infirmary is going, at long last. Add some workers. There's 4 workers floating around somewhere. They work there now. Ta-da. Come on, steel number 10. There we go. The bunkhouse. So can you just place... You can just place them over the existing houses. It reduces the wood cost to 12 instead of 20, but the steel does not go down, probably because the previous one didn't have steel to begin with in it. So this is going to increase its, This is going to increase its insulation by 1 level, raising its heat. I have 4 hours, I'm fucked. I'm gonna fail at this goal. But hey, I can build more of these houses, and they'll be happier overall, even if I failed my promise by some arbitrary quantity of time. Because video game mechanics in a video game, and all that. You guys have patience yet, or... There we go, 20 patients in the infirmary. Harvey Kirkaby. Are they the same people that were in the other place? Like, is Harvey Kirkaby in here? I don't see him. The medical post. Patients 8. Fucking fuck. Where's the other? There's the medical post. Patients 4. Holy shit. How can I have 20 people here, 4 and 8 people in the other places, and 20 people here? Alright, well, I just have to hope that as things go on, this whole thing gets better, and hopefully after they're there for a while, fewer of them will be sick, and this problem will resolve itself over time. Otherwise, whoops. I'm building better homes for them so they'll get less sick. I have the infirmary finally set up at long goddamn last. Like, everything should be good to go. Hopefully. Please. Please. I need this win. Can I have this win game? Anyway, waiting for that, that 10th iron steel to show up. There we go. Double check to make sure I'm clicking on a chilly one. There we go. We're out of steel. It keeps happening all the time. So I failed, right? Yep, there it goes. Hope falls, discontent rises. Fuck, it's not a small amount either. People are homeless. They're only homeless because I'm building them their new home right now. It'll be... Just give us a minute. Just give us a minute. We'll be there soon. Out go the hunters. So food is maxed out, wood is maxed out. A burial ceremony is starting at the cemetery. Apparently there are people to bury right now. I didn't know that. Looks like people are fighting down there. I swear when I look down there, it looks like the entire population is male somehow, but that might be because of the huge, heavy amounts of clothing. Is that the cemetery? There it is. I'm just trying to spot some of these locations. Oh, cool. Temperatures are going to drop. Great. Thanks for that, game. Still, overall, things are looking up right now. I'm not super worried. And those guys are going out to the bridge. Progress is happening. 4 out of 10. We're at the gathering post is a little low. How are my economies going? We gain coal every day. No way. We lose 1 food per day. That's incredible. I'm probably gonna make... Look how comfortable this one care house is. Damn. They had it made for them. I'm probably going to make another hunting house when I get more people. The hot house is nice, but why is it 0% efficient? Oh right, because they're closed right now. The hot house is nice, but it requires a goddamn steam core, and I'm not using another one on food. And I've reduced the negative effect of the soup, so we have that going for us, I guess. And everyone has a house now, so we have that going for us. Things are going pretty a-okay at the moment, and it's about to become morning again. And book a lot of things getting slower each time, isn't it? But I'm also running out of things to do in it. I think some of these trees are kind of dead-ending, and they're kind of dead-ending in stuff that I don't necessarily want, because it's going to make people mad at me. God bless our captain, I'd follow him anywhere. Made it so far. I think we can survive anything. I was literally about to express how, like, I think this is where it's starting to come together. I'm starting to feel okay about my base. Our resources are doing okay, my discontent is low, my hope is high. People aren't starving, I just took care of the medical problem at long last. Number of people... 0 people are in palliative care. I've cured that, basically. So I could probably get rid of a care house. 4 inhabitants. Do I have 2 care houses or 1? I don't remember. Well, say goodbye to people feeling comfortable, because here comes the temperature drop. But hey, the scouts have made it somewhere. And I'm happy to say that the game has not crashed since that one time I restarted my whole computer, so maybe it's gone for now. I've noticed that when you launch this game, you get no feedback on your computer, and your computer doesn't even acknowledge the fact that you tried to launch it. And then you wait for a long time. Then after like 2 or 3 minutes of the game, of nothing happening on your computer, suddenly the game pops up with its logos, and sometimes it's laggy even then, so... I don't know, there's some sort of back-end crap going on that's that's heavy with this game. The bridge to Winterhome. A brass plaque on the bridge tower reads, "Built by the people of Winterhome in AD 1887. The bridge is kept completely snow-free by working automaton." Whoa. You get an automaton for searching it. Look at that thing. That thing is huge and freaky looking. A functioning automaton. The bridge to Winterhome. We stopped at the edge of a deep, wide ravine, marveling at the steel bridge spanning it. Even more so at the huge automaton sweeping snow from the roadway. It would be possible to send the machine back to our city or disassemble it for resources. When we learned about the weather station and the large convoy. Dismantling it gives you 91 steel and 2 cores. It's very tempting. 2 cores is a lot, 91 steel is a lot, but I don't. But an automaton is a unique resource I've never encountered before. It will safely reach the city on its own. I'm gonna send it back. I gotta know what it does. We gotta learn about this resource. We reprogrammed the automaton and sent it on its way. As it disappeared in the distance, walking steadily towards our city, the first wisps of snow started to settle on the bridge. And then go to these new places, the weather station or the large convoy. There's people there. It says several vehicles and tents. We can see people moving between them and smoke rising from the campfire. And here's the weather station. Tall building with some peculiar devices on the roof. It's most likely a weather station set up by scientists of Winterhome. Let's check this one first. There might not even be people there, and if there's no people, then I can go to large convoy and escort them back, but these people require an escort when I go there. Let's try that. Getting somewhat tempting for me to go grab another group of population to get some more workers to send around. I have 14 people sitting around. Oh boy. My 20 people that couldn't work They're back. Only 4 of them are still incapable of working at the moment. We've just made so much progress. I'll max this one out for now. But I probably want to create a hunting depot when I get a chance. Oh, what's that? The search for other cities, deserted bridge. Finding the bridge to Winterhome proves that we're on the right track, but raised questions. Why was the bridge deserted? Why wasn't the automaton under the care of an engineer? There are logical explanations to it all, but people are growing anxious. We'll find out in Winterhome. Hope falls slightly. Oh boy. So Winterhome is where the people are supposed to be. The rest of our group. And as we press forward, our information's not getting to be great news. I was talking about building a hunter's hut. It's just 20 wood, which is not so bad. Let's plop that there. So I have some excess people, and they're no longer at the care facility, which means that they're going to be consuming more food than before, and we were already on the bridge, on the edge of what we could take food-wise anyway, so I would like to build that so we can move forward. The temperature's fallen again. How's that looking now? Oh, great. So the people that I upgraded are now just chilly. Everyone else is cold. Alright, so I need to upgrade all those houses. Is the takeaway right now, I think. But until then, let's have you on overdrive. So our base is going to be on overdrive. It's going to be more... It's going to be hotter for a bit, but these guys... not really. Shit. It's still just cold. I need to get their insulation upgraded. What's happening? Who the fuck? The search for other cities. Man from Winterhome. We found an exhausted man at the edge of our city. He said he came from Winterhome, a settlement located not far from here, and that he is the last survivor. Winterhome is dead. Everyone's dead. There's no hope for survival in this accursed wasteland. You're all doomed. You must escape. Those were his last words. So we're alone. One of our people died. Was it one of our people or was it that guy? Shit. We are alone. The news has shocked everyone in the city. There were supposed to be many settlements and construction crews here, but people living normal lives in homes heated by generators. We're all alone. Hope falls. How much? How much? Oh, fuck. Don't panic. We aren't dead yet. We have to learn from their mistakes. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. They're all dead? Oh, fuck. We should never have left Britain. I'm losing the entire hope meter. Winterhome has fallen. They're all dead. How will we survive here without any help? We have to go back to London. There's no hope for us here in this frozen desert. People start to gather as the news of the fate of Winterhome spreads through the city. Some of them want to drop everything and flee to London. Panic is starting to set in. I must give them purpose. Fuck. I'm making a choice about our entire civilization all of a sudden. Choose our path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt. They've lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite them behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into the chaos that consumed Winterhome. Oh. A new set of laws will become available based on order and discipline or spiritual strength. And there's just no context between what the two are? Ah, fuck. I'm super torn because I kind of resent the idea of having like a religion-oriented society, but it's literally the doomed world that's ending, and so that kind of stuff might be able to rally people in a time with crushing defeat. And the order and discipline thing is like, it screams fascism or something. Like I imagine like armed outposts and like the word of law and some sort of like iron fist ruling or something. That guy in particular doesn't help necessarily. The guy shown in the picture, I don't know. I feel like faith and spiritual strength is going to be some kind of like naive optimism, while order and discipline is going to be like a dark place. And I don't know which one will work better, but I feel like faith and spiritual strength fits better with what I've been trying to do so far. Kinda. Really mixed feelings, but I think I'll try that. Oh, it just fucking goes, by the way. It doesn't even like say, here's the pros and cons, or like, are you sure? It just fucking, boom, you're here now. Oh, or not? No, it happened. Adaptation and purpose. So I got a new book in the Book of Laws. That's why this weird... I was wondering what was going on there. Every time I open the Book of Laws, it shows me this screen and I click on it again. And I'm like, why do you keep making me click on this? It's just... It's my only option, right? It's because now I have two of them. Now we have purpose, which I needed in order to make people not go lose their minds, apparently. The House of Prayer. We need a place to practice our faith and peace. New building, House of Prayer. New ability, sermon. At the House of Prayer in the temple. People living nearby will gather to pray, which will raise their hope. You'll have to build 2 houses of prayer. So it's a 30 wood, 10 steel building with 2 levels of heating. Small place of worship for our people. Prayers, sermons, and small ceremonies are held here. People living near the house, yeah, will be more hopeful. A sermon has a 2-day cooldown. Raises hope. Well, I mean, that's where we gotta go now. Gotta progress. So let's see if I can get people to stop hating me. God, hope is fucked. And one of our people died just to add to the pile. Day 15 from our arrival. Oh man, it's weird to think that it's only been 2 weeks since this whole thing started, time-wise. I built all this crap. Alright. Next requirement, I have to build 2 houses of prayer. And hopefully I can use that to make people stop hating me. There's a few things here that are my fault, but it's mostly the fall of Winterhome that murdered the shit out of it. Let's see if I can undo that, because I don't think that meter emptying can be good for me. How can our medical facilities be overcrowded still? It must just be the heating, huh? Because the permanently screwed people are definitely no longer a thing. Alright. Apply those people. So I was gonna get workers there. Let's take care of this real quick before I forget. Ah, damn it. There we go. Now it's all engineers here instead of workers, so all the workers can go here. There we go. That Hunter's Hut is a bit more populated. Are there impatients here? No patience. It's also too cold. I'm going to say pull everyone out of here and dismantle it for 19 wood, and put everyone I can in here. They were all engineers, right? Because it's a medical location. Okay. Just need to find another place that has engineers that doesn't need them. Engineers, good. No engineers. Shit, I did that backwards. Maximum engineers, no workers. There we go. There we go. Hothouse is run by engineers. Hunter's Hut is run by workers. I fixed everything. Okay, now just to deal with the other bad stuff.